Hello, everybody. Today is April 9th, 2017. It is my day 332, and I'm just snuggling here with our family dog here who just seems to know when I need a little extra attention, don't you? Cats are wonderful. Dogs are wonderful. I've been kind of blessed with animals who, in fact, all my four-legged friends pretty much are either adoptees or rescuees or animals that have been abandoned in one way or another. We all kind of stick together, don't we? But yeah, feeling a little sad today, I'll be honest. But just checking in on the blog here on today, you know, things are happening at their own pace, which is what you would expect. Again, back to the blog, body changes are still happening. I woke up this morning with my areolas very, very sensitive, and 336 puts me somewhere around 11 months, so it's kind of cool to have, you know, that development going on still, the cycles, you know. I think, you know, if men, stereotypically the joke was always penis size, you know, who's got the bigger penis, and I think for women, breast size almost fits into the same competition. You know, it's an asset, I guess, you know. In the animal world, in the bird world, it's usually the males that have the better feathers, and the females are kind of droopy, dreary, you know, muted colors. But anyway, who knows? Who cares? Bow wow. Just a little sad today, a little down. I did gain a pound or two since yesterday. However, I'm still trucking along pretty good at just under 5 pounds lost since last week. I think technically I'm down by 5.2 pounds. You know, I never would have thought that a decimal, you know, a tenth of a pound would make such a difference, but it does. It does, especially when you're trying to lose weight for a specific reason, you know. And I found myself looking somewhat, you know, I've lost 14 pounds since I started 2 or 3 weeks ago, and so I always wonder where that weight comes from, and my face still seems a little baggy, which is, you know, the fat redistribution. So I'm kind of curious to see. I'm hoping that any weight that I lose will come from the old male pattern storage areas, the spare tire, the love handles, you know, that kind of thing. I don't want to lose what little breasts I have. I don't want to lose what little butt I have. I don't want to, you know, my thighs and everything. I don't want to lose my figure. And speaking of figure, the other day I wore a jumper that I hadn't worn in a while. When I originally got the jumper, of course, on the catalog, it looked wonderful. The model, I'm looking for I don't have the brochure. The catalog that I order from, you know, the woman, it looked beautiful on. But when I got it, it was like a sack of potato. You know, it looked like a sack. You know, it was like a sleeping bag rectangle. And I put it on, and it wasn't very flattering then. And then I put it on yesterday, and lo and behold, it didn't look like a rectangle anymore. There were parts of it that were being pushed out and parts of it that were given more clearance to go in. And I guess from that I can take that maybe I am developing more of a pear shape going from an apple to a pear, which is pretty good, I think. We had a trans woman meeting last night. I'm still kind of processing it. Vicariously, I was reminded of a lot of unpleasant parts of my past that I had to deal with, and you try to offer encouragement to other people, and hopefully they won't make the same mistakes that you made. But it's all said in a good, hopefully empowering, tone and whatnot. But like I said, today I woke up and I think I'm reliving a lot of old arguments and old battles that I've had with myself and with other people in my life who didn't agree with my transition and who didn't understand it and maybe who tried to control me. I'm reliving a lot of those arguments today. It's a lot to process. But again, back to the vlog, the blog vlog thing. Just trucking along. That's I'm like a gnat's width away from 14% of my weight loss goal. And really, I love my daughter. I love my life. I love my work. I love lots of things, but I am definitely obsessed with the weight loss right now. That is the thing that, once my daughter is fed and taken care of, and my daughter is okay and I'm okay. I mean, my weight loss is really all that I think about. And something that one of the women mentioned last night was about, it takes time to give your body time, to give yourself time to acclimate to your new body, your new skin, I think is what she called the skin you're in. It takes a while to acclimate to that, and that, we need to give ourselves time to acclimate to our new bodies and our new environment. And, you kind of go, okay, well, that makes sense. Today I can think of a very concrete example. My body temperature has changed a lot. From a biological point of view, I don't know if just my body's not making as much heat as it used to, if it's not, but I am cold. I've been cold for a couple of days, and normally this time of year, where we live, we do go through cycles of heat and cold, but this has been the first year that, I'm sitting under a blanket and I'm wearing a cardigan. And it's almost the middle of April. It's one of those things. Used to be get up in the morning and put on a t-shirt and a pair of shorts, and I was hot to trot. I was always warm. And this year it's a little different. It's a little different. The temperature is not that different from the way it used to be. I think it's just my body is not either generating heat or retaining heat, which is kind of odd because I think I have more body fat than I did before, so you would think I'd be insulated. I don't know. I don't know if maybe my metabolism has dropped. Really, that's just about it. Kind of. I can't think of anything that would make me feel better other than losing the weight that I need to. And the only way I'm going to do that is to get off my butt here and go walk on the treadmill or clean my house, which is usually what I do on the weekends, is clean my house. I am now also in the process of, I started yesterday, cleaning the exterior of my house. There's a lot of old baggage outside I haven't dealt with yet. My ex-wife smoked, and so there are cigarette butts outside. There's past projects that maybe we were going to do together that never came to fruition. Usually there'd be a home improvement idea, and I would buy the materials needed for it and not get any help on it. So, usually I would see it through, but there's a lot of projects that, finally I realized I'm not going to get any help. It's like someone says, boy, it would be really good to paint that fence. And I kind of got wise to it and said, well, if you want to paint it, let's go buy the paint and do it. And, that stopped a lot of arguments before they went too far. But I have many, many gallons of paint, as it were, that are unopened because of that. Before I learned what really was going on. So, like I said, the outside of my house is kind of just littered with just carcasses of past projects that I'm in the process of just purging. It's time to let them go. And, if I haven't fixed something or I haven't repaired something in the last, year or two, it's time to toss it. Recycle, donate it, reuse it, whatnot. Let someone take the metal and recycle it. Someone will get some money for it, and that way I have less crap in my yard. And plus, I never know. Life is chaotic at best. We never know when something's going to happen. If I have to, by chance, I lose my job or I move to a different area, or it's a good thing to have your home tidy and ready to sell, for lack of a better word. I don't anticipate going anywhere. Definitely as long as my daughter is in school and she's got a good 8 years left, here is where I will be, this house. But, I know that once she graduates high school, I'm probably going to move to Kentucky, into Louisville proper. Everything I do in Louisville. I mean, everything. I'm only here because of my daughter. And once she graduates, I think from a mental point of view, and maybe it would be good if I had the money and I could keep her in town so she could keep her friends and whatnot. I probably would move just to get out of the house, to get out of the old, this is the house that I bought, with my ex-wife. And, it would be good to get that, move somewhere else. So I'm in my house that I bought. So I don't know, maybe that's some of my trepidation for getting started today. I don't know. Just, really, that's just about it. Do I always seem like I'm like half asleep? Am I druggy? I'm not. At the same time, I'm kind of peaceful. You probably wouldn't know it, but I mean, I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I'm kind of none of the above. Just thankful to be alive. And in some regards, I am marking time. I mean, my current operating status is just in between working out and sleeping, right now. And again, I asked the question a couple days ago, why the rush? Why do I feel the rush to have surgery? I can't explain it. I don't know. So perhaps here at whatever day this is, 322 or 328, whatever I said, maybe the best way to describe it is I'm just adrift. Just adrift on a raft in the ocean. Just letting the current take me wherever it does and doing the best I can. So, all right, I'm out of time. Good luck to you all.